All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Hopefully this time now the stream the stream is running smooth. Hopefully, a second time again, second attempt actually. Um, so definitely we're gonna see if this one is running way smoother this time around. Yeah. So yes. So it is. All right. So we have a few things that I want to discuss this morning, specifically about Renaldo Cephas. Now he's a good player, a player that is performing quite fairly decent in the Premier League. I need to start this out because earlier I went live just a second ago and the live decided that he didn't want to. he didn't want it to how would I call it now? Yeah. So let me see if this one will get it. Let me see if this one will get it right. But time will tell. Time will definitely tell. Anyways, so Renaldo Cephas has gotten his international call up. I'm going to discuss who the player is, what they need to know about the player, what to look for from the player, and most importantly, what are the possibilities of the squad, the squad that we're going to likely to see for the remainder of the World Cup qualifiers. And that squad might be an essence, or it might depict the aspect of the Nation League squad. I'll be getting to that. This won't be a long video. I already started off the first video, and for some reason, boom, just like that, the stream went bad, and I had to just restart the stream. Now let's get to the player. So Renaldo Cephas, 22 years old. He plays for Arnett Garden Football Club. He's having a stellar season. Let me show you. I can bring up his season so far. He's having a stellar season, people. Stellar season. As you can see right there, this is for this year, actually, from start of January. Arnett Guard versus Cavaliers. Played against Cavaliers. He scored against Portmore. Played against Humble Lion. He scored against Albertview, who's playing some good football. He's played against Arnett Garden. Montego Bay, my bad. Dumble Holding. Also scored against Mullines. And he played against Mount Pleasant. Now, he's having pretty much a decent season. Now, there are some aspects of his gameplay that a lot of people don't understand. Like, his dribbling ability, his technical ability. He has added huge ounce on his finishing ability, and his most sought about or talked about asset in regards to his pace is rapid for a 10-yard sprint. Is rapid for a 10-yard sprint. I mean rapid player for over a 10-yard sprint. Now, he's gotten his first official international call up, so we'll be seeing him I think would be in the World Cup qualifiers. Now, this is the important part that I want to say, and I'm getting into I am reaching to an important aspect of what I want to discuss. I'm turning on the mic just a little bit because it's kind of high. It's really high. So I'm getting to that important aspect of it where I want to discuss how would this shape the World Cup qualifiers, and also how this would shape the Nation League. Now, in doing so, he's one of, but not the best, top talent in Jamaica. One of, but not the best. There's a few more top talents. And if we see one of, not the best, top talent being selected, it is definitely saying that we're likely to see some of the other top talents that are selected. Likely. That inclusive of possible Daniel Green, Bygrave, leading goal scorer. Daniel Green, second leading goal scorer, but prolific winger. We're likely to see those guys just the same. Likely. Not saying it's gonna happen, but we're likely to see. Now, the age bracket is quite similar. 23, 24, 25 in that age bracket. So we're likely to see these players. Now, what does that mean for the Nation League? What does that mean for the qualifiers? Um, big up Chad Logan. Yeah. What does that mean for the qualifiers? What does that mean for the Nation League? Now, with the introductions of the more of the local players, what we are likely to see, is that there's going to be more local players integrated into the qualifiers that are coming up, which is saying that we are likely to use more local players in the Nation League. Now let's get to a balanced perspective now where there's future planning. How can we balance the World Cup qualifiers and also integrate the future planning in the Nation League? Now, is it going to be a case in which we call more local players? Because remember, initially at the start of the World Cup qualifiers campaign, JFF has been beaten about the money, the finances, and all those aspects. Then now, an article came out that they're saying that the reports came out that they're saying that they are more likely to use a more local based set of players for the rest of the qualifiers due to finances. Now, with the addition now of Renaldo Cephas, is that saying that things are going in that direction as what the reports are in regards to they are going to a more local based set of players for the rest of the qualifiers, and also maybe channel that into the Nation League. The Nation League is right around the corner, and if you want to keep that level of team integrity based off the type of players that you have, I do think that it should have been the same team that has played throughout the qualifiers, played the entirety of the qualifiers. I did spoke about integrating a few of the under 20 players who are likely to represent us in the under 20, maybe 5-6 of them, just to give them that feeling. But the integrity of the team in regards to the continuity from the start of the World Cup qualifiers campaign to the end of the World Cup qualifiers campaign, so those players can get sufficient game time together, so we can look forward in having a better team, and a team that is more cohesive, a team that has more chemistry. Now, with that said, at the end of the qualifiers, we're going to be looking at the Nation League. Now, if you should include more local players, that will 100% disrupt the cohesiveness, the chemistry that was already started off at the beginning of the season, of the World Cup qualifiers campaign. We already didn't have that cohesive unit, and now for that to change in integrating so much of the local players, we might see another disjointed team in the Nation Leagues. We might likely to see another disjointed team in the last set of qualifiers, because that is a direction as how everything is pointing towards, with the inclusion of Turkleman Production said, Guna, that is all rubbish. Please stop it. I think you all are delusional. The locals are not good. You weren't listening to nothing that I'm saying. Akeem understood, if I was any of those local players, I wouldn't go. I just have the big up. What's your good, bro? You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm talking about what they are doing. I'm not saying what I want to happen. I'm saying what is happening right now. What we're seeing right now is more local based players. What we're likely to see is more local based players being integrated into the national setup for the last set of qualifiers, and more than likely for the Nation League. More than likely. That is what we're looking. That is a barrel that we're looking down on right now. That is the microscope that we're looking at right now. Remember, JFF did say that due to financial reasons, these are the reports, due to financial reasons, we might not likely see most of the players that are playing in Europe due to financial reasons. So, on that perspective, that is where I'm looking at, and that particular perspective. So that is where my argument is coming from. No, this player is a good player. Renaldo Cephas is a good player. I am not sure if he's at the level as the players that we already have in the squad. I'm not sure. Renaldo Cephas is 22 years. The truth and more said, who is this youth? He's 22 years old. He plays for Arnett Garden. He's their most lethal goal scorer at this moment. Their most lethal player. Other than, I think it's Guthrie. It's Romario Guthrie. He's the one who's scoring the goal for them. Pace, skill, talent. Yes, it's all there. But is it at the level? The problem is that is it at the level to compete not only in the World Cup qualifiers but going forward in the Nation League? Many people, a lot of people will be saying that we want this, we want that, this is what we want, this is how we're supposed to be setting up. But guess what? Guess what the problem is? Obviously, 100%, JFF, they are not listening to nothing in regards to what the fans are saying. The JFF already declared. The JFF already declared that they don't have Karim Grant. Who's that? Who are those persons? The JFF already declared specifically that they don't have enough funds to carry on the campaign using the players that are playing in Europe. The JFF declared that. That is the reports coming out of JFF. Now, those are the reports, you know. So, if you should take those reports in mind, and we're already seeing local players being called up, what is that saying to you? Think of it in your own will. But I won't say that that is exactly what's happening. But that is it. That is the only possibility. Karim Grant said, military, you see Waterhouse have 3 call-ups? No, who are those? I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check. Let me check Waterhouse. Let me check. I'm not seeing it. Akeem said. Oh, check Insta. Let me see. I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing it. So yes, they have 3. Blessings everyone. Big up Eames. King Tyree said yes, they have 3. But I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it on my Insta. Who are the 3 that you guys see? If it's 3, then the possibilities are, let me see. It can be Howell. It can be Howell, Fletcher, and Benbow. If it's 3, I believe it would be those 3. Akeem honestly said, when will we know the squad? I think the squad should be released this week, actually. The squad should be released this week, by the end of this week. That's information that I got. I'm definitely waiting on it, but it should be released this week. Turkleman Production said, you can't believe these people. What we need is a forensic audit. That is what they are hiding behind. The lack of money theory. There is no truth in their argument. Listen, I can't say that they're lying, but I can't say that is the truth. As I can't say that that they're well, I can't say that they are not lying. I can't say that they are lying. First of all, we don't know the financial statement, but from what we have seen over the years of all the lies that they have told, there's no way we can just get up and believe them. Karim Grant said Denardo Thomas, Ramon Howell, Ricardo Thomas. You sure that is for the World Cup squad? You sure that's for the World Cup qualifiers? Just send the 3 players to your Instagram. Okay, I'm checking. Okay. Just seen it. Wow. Big up All Sports Jamaica. People, if you want all information on All Sports, you can go on www.allsportsjamaica.com to get information. They're in the group. They also have a YouTube channel. They have an Instagram page. They have a Twitter page. You can go over there and make sure you follow All Sports Jamaica. Great things that they're doing right now. I can tell you, potentially it's going to be one of the biggest footballing website or sports website in Jamaica. Great work is being done right there. Akeem Anna said, who would you like to see in the squad military Guna? Alright, so let me address these players first. First of all, Renaldo Thomas is a good player. Ramon Howell is a good player. Ricardo Thomas is a good player. So both I think Renaldo play right wing, Ricardo play left back. Is it left back? I think so. I think they both play on the same side. I didn't know that. So basically, what we're seeing right here now is that, as I said earlier, there's potentially for the World Cup qualifiers. We definitely we would think that there's going to be a lot more local based players. And what I'm seeing, there's a wasp in the room with me. If you ever bite me. So basically, potentially for the World Cup qualifiers, we might see more. We definitely might see more local players coming up, because there's a few more players that we're likely to see. I'm surprising that Ben Boy is not there, who is actually their most prolific player throughout the entire season. Ben Boy is their most prolific player. Karim Gan said, yes, it's on Walter's story. I sent it to your Instagram. I just saw it, Karim. I just saw it. Just saw it. Surprising. Really surprising. Fresh God said, Renaldo is a box-to-box or a cam. I think he's a more of a box-to-box. But most of the time, see, they would play him over to the left-hand side. But surprising, Fresh God, there's no Benbow. That is a surprising one. If you're going to call... Alright, that is the thing. If you're going to call players, right? Why don't you call the best players that you have? Why not the best player? Why not Benbow? Fletcher and Benbow, so far this season, tearing up the league. Tearing up the league. So I'm surprised. I'm really surprised with this. And I'm glad that you guys highlighted it to me. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. And it goes to show that we're not... How should I put it now? Alright, so if that is the case then. So Waters have 3 players. Arnett Gardner has 1. We're likely to see 2 from Mount Pleasant. Daniel Green and Sigree. I do think that we're likely to see those 2 players. Even Ajuma Johnson from Arnett is a good left back. So we're likely to see these players. Now, what is the preparation? That's what I'm looking at. What is the intent when you use all these players? Because it would make no sense. You bring so much local players, integrate them into the squad right now at this particular time, and then you change up the squad again for the Nation League. That would show no continuity, no structure, no organized no organized team development. Yes, right, team development. Because it means that we're always going to be consistently chop and change. Now, this is what's going to happen right now, and I can foresee this. There's going to be a big backlash from the fan base, because we all 90% of the fan base are saying we need to continue with the team that the last game that we played, that Paul Hall played. We need to continue with those players and build on that, not change anything. Build on that. Any change is a few additions, just a few additions, but build on what we already have. So there's going to be a huge backlash on the JFF path of things, because JFF don't really listen to the fans though. JFF don't really listen to fans anyway. So but what I'm saying is there has to be some level of organized structure in how you do things, so that you can have that level of continuity. Because if we continue like this, we'll always have the same problems. I have no problem with calling in local players. My problem is this now. You can't make such a big change at this point in time unless this is in preparation for the Nation League, where they're likely to use more local players for the Nation League, unless that is the situation. We have a few things at risk right here in regards to, these are some of the few things. The ranking, FIFA ranking. Just showing some pride. And then no, most of all, most importantly, the continuity of the team. I said, do you see Antonio coming? I'm honestly not sure. The JFF already declared that they have no money to continue with bringing in the players from Europe. Fresh guy said, I don't understand the selection. No Fletcher either. I don't. But if that is the case, we're likely to see. And look at this now, Fresh God. If we don't see Atterfry Bygrave, what is that saying? Who is the leading goal scorer in the league? If we don't see Daniel Green, who is actually, I believe, the best player in the league, what is that? What would that be saying? And the good thing about it is that I'm so observant on the league right now, where any mishap I can identify clearly. And this is the first mishap where Waterhouse, both of their two best players are not a part of the selection. Or maybe it's the slots that they got. What if it's the slots that they got? Unless that's the case. Marmy said, Antonio picked up a muscle injury yesterday. We'll see how long he will be out for. Akeem, honestly, I don't think... Just had to take some notes. Akeem honestly don't think this is a good idea. Too much chop and change, and it will be the same issue again. I 100% agree with that, Akeem. 100%. You can't chop and change at this particular time. This is not the time. We did it in the World Cup, or we're going to do it again. We chop and change, we bring in more European players, everything throw off. We chop and change again, and then that's another problem. Fresh guy said, don't get me, Richard Thomas a play good, play in brother too, then other Thomas, that is true. Ramon Owell a play good, but Fletcher and Benbow a play great and a score good. Alright, so Fresh God, Fletcher, and without a doubt, every time we do the previews them, Fletcher and Benbows are every game, these are the two most outstanding players. There's two players at Dumbly holding. Bygrave, Demario Phillips. But we will see. Fresh God said, people, if you are watching, guys, listen as what Fresh God said. If you're watching, smash the like button, people. I would really appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Smash the like button. Pagan said, of course, there will be backlash for the JFF. The backlash already started. I think it's already started. Sheridan Loban, big up. Selection for what family? Just drop in. Please fill me in. Alright, so this is what's happening, Sheridan. These players are going to represent Jamaica in the World Cup qualifiers, the last set of World Cup qualifiers game. So we have identified 4 local players already who are selected. This player that you see in the thumbnail, that is what? Renaldo Cephas. Then we have Renaldo Thomas, Ricardo Thomas, Ramon Owell from Waterhouse. So 3 players from Waterhouse, 1 from Arnett. And we'll see. I think there's more to come. I do think that there's more to come. So basically we can identify how the team will look already. No, what we're saying is this now. Is that what we're saying is that Loban is that this is shaping up the team, the likely team that we're going to see in the next set of World Cup qualifiers is going to be a qualifiers set of players, a more local based team playing the final set of qualifiers. Now we are having issues with that solely because we have already set a structured team who was playing throughout the World Cup qualifiers. Things didn't go right. Things didn't go right throughout the World Cup qualifiers. For the last few games, we have found a team and we were gelling with that team and trying to progress with that team. Now what is happening right now is that that team will be dismantled and a lot more local players will be integrated into that team. I'm not saying that local players shouldn't be in that team. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we should not call up local players. I'm not saying that as well. But what I'm saying is we should not be definitely trying to change up the team that we already have. We have just gotten a few games. The last set of games, performance-wise, we look good. We put in some good performance the last set of games. The problem that is that now is that we didn't get the results, as you can see. But most people can say we put in some performances. The team is passing the ball around. We're looking good to the eye and also on the pitch. Yes, we're not getting the goals. But in football, what I do know about football is once you start performing good, gradually the results come. Gradually the results come. Gradually. Just keep on putting the performance and keep on working hard and the results will come gradually. The problem is now is that with these new integrations, it means that we're going to have to start back from square one, where we're going to have to start to restructure the mental capacity of the team in regards to the chemistry. So we're going to start over back with chemistry, the moral standards of the team, getting the team cohesive again, and then now finding the right balance. So we're going straight back to that. Rather than having the same team and then you add in a few more players who, for example, maybe a few players cannot make it, then you can integrate some of the local players to fill in the spot in that sense. But not a wholesale change. That is the problem, the wholesale change. Fresh God said, don't get me wrong. Oh, Simon Bogle said, congrats on the 10K. It's actually 11K, bro, but big up. Thank you very much for saying that. Sheridan Loban said, talk shop business that. Mara Music said, party shop. When you stop blame to party shop, no man. Garnish Natic, big up. Age has to do with the sex selection. Why would Horse select players who would be 30 plus in 2026? No. Remember now, we have a lot more games Natic playing. But what we're trying to do right now, let's get the team back on a level footing. So this is what I'm talking about. Now, the players that he's selecting are young players, which is right, I like that. These are young players who are aspiring to do great. This is what happened now. We're looking at a team where we just come through a bad period in regards to qualifiers. We want to get back on our footing. We have seen in the final stage of the qualifiers where the team is actually gelling. The system is actually working just a little bit. We're seeing some changes on the pitch. Now, let's keep that. During the time period now, you can filter. You can do the filtering process. You can do the filtering process by then. You can do the filtering process during that time period. And then now, by 2026 now, you have a young squad who understand the system because they're a part of that system from now. They'll be a part of the system from now. And they've known and understand what the coach was and what the coach understands. So with the selection of players, I'm not talking about that now. Yes, we understand. Let me read further before I misinterpret what you're trying to say. Pagan said JFF is starting their BS for the next 4 years. This is the beginning of the stage of planning for failure again. Bygrave 28 and Ben Bow is how much? Ben Bow is how much again? Let me check. I'm checking Ben Bow's age. Ben Bow is 26. Ben Bow is 26. Not. Sheridan said, "Can we say for sure that all selected these players?" Just saying. Listen, in the same sense, Sheridan, he has to take some form of responsibility as well, because it will be his team. It will be his team, so he has to take some form of accountability as well due to the selection. Not saying that he's the only person responsible for that, but he has to take some form of accountability. Now, I understand that you would say you want to go youth. Now, why not then, as I said earlier, and I did a different video on it in regards to, let's see if we can get some 19, 18-year-old be a part of the squad, in which they know that right now that they won't get into the squad. They will be the fringes of the squad. And basically, they'll be in and around the team, playing with the senior players, learning the trade. And those set of players, and as I said, maybe 5 or 6 of them, will also be a part of the under 20 team. In which now, this is what it would have done. It would have garnered them the ability to be around the national team, to understand the system that the senior team is playing, and utilize that same system going into the under 20 team. I'm not sure, but I just think that can work. Aim said, wait there, the squad drop? No, I think it will be dropped this week. I believe, that's what I heard, that it will be dropped this week. All Sports said players should be selected with their growth and age for the 2026. Also, 20-year-old at this point, they would be 32 next World Cup qualifiers. No, I'm not saying that they will continue. No. I won't say that they will. I'm not saying that they should continue. So basically, we're looking at 26 and under. All right, so if it's 26 and under, let me see, one of the best striker in the league, 26 and under. I would say the striker, is it Barnett? Let me see. There's a striker, Tivoli. I think his name is Barnett. I'm trying to find him. Top scorers. He's 24. Stephen Barnett. He's a good striker. Physically imposing. Physically imposing. Shobi, by the way, I don't understand that all sports. Your last message. I don't understand that your last message. Marcel said, what about Busy? Yeah, Busy is a good player, but will they need players for the white areas? Stephen Barnett, Brian might said Stephen Barnett is 24, so he would actually fit in the mold. A very aggressive, direct striker. Yeah, Barnett, body striker, Lukaku type. Yes, very big, imposing, physical, battle with defenders, fight with defenders, and he also create a lot of problems for defenders as well. So he's a striker that I enjoy watching. Barnett, I really enjoy watching Barnett. That he's physically imposing and low fight with the defenders. Not physically fight, not but he's that aggressive with the defenders. So I like that. I do like that. Alright, so guys, definitely I won't go any further. People. I think that I've covered most of the areas. I think I've covered most of the areas that I wanted to cover. So we'll see how this one goes. And as I said, look out for more videos dropping in regards to the selection, because one by one the clubs will be dropping their players, and we will see how that one goes. So people, Burberry said, Tarek Zimenez. I do think that Zimenez, I'm not sure if they will get. He will be called up for the senior team, but we are likely to see Zimenez in the under 20 team. Well, yeah, I think he'll be in the under 20 team. Under 20 team. Marcel said and Presley and left back is pretty versatile as well. Yeah, good. But I think left back position, that guy at Arnett, Ajuma Johnson, is good. He's good. Allsport said, I like Christian that plays that plays in the midfield. To reserve, there's one particular player at Mount Pleasant. Not saying that because he's my friend, but Sole McCullough, a very, very versatile. That is what you call a versatile player. Sole McCullough. Versatile. Brian McKnight said Nicholas Nelson from Mullines has been invited as well. Alright, so I will do the list on the players. I got a few more players, so I will be touching on them each and doing a video on them each and talk about what they will have. I'm glad for the information you guys are giving me. I really want to see Daniel Green. I 100% want to see Daniel Green to be a part of that system. 100%. Allsport said McCullough very good. He's a good player. Left back, right back, central midfield, CDM, centre back, goalkeeper, attacking midfielder, strike. Allsport, unfortunately, Sole McCullough and Military Gun are the same age. We played under 16 together and we played the Casa Cup together for the same team. So, unfortunately, we are the same age. So, you would pass the age bracket. We're not 30 though, but we'll pass the age bracket. We pass the age bracket, unfortunately. Alright, so people, that's me closing off now. Thank you very much, people, for tuning in. This has been 37 minutes. I've been here long. I have a few more videos to drop. There's a strong possibility that I might do a watch along for the game that we have today. Let me see. I'm gonna have to check the time. Might. But we'll get onto that. But later I'll be doing a preview show with Ryan LFC. I'll be doing a preview show with Ryan LFC tonight. So look out for that. I'll be dropping that in the channel what is it called? The comment section. I'll be dropping that in the comment section for Arsenal versus Liverpool. That's Wednesday. And gonna talk about how Liverpool are gonna beat up Arsenal. So if you don't like Premier League, English Premier League, you can join the discussion as well. So thank you very much, everyone. All Sports, big up. Always glad to have you. Everyone who tuned in, massive, huge respect. Still on the road to a lot of thousands subscribers if we can reach there. But thank you very much. Fresh God, always there. Big up. Big respect, people. Thank you very much for tuning in. And this time, first in a long while, I have a stream that runs so smooth and so free. It's been a while, people, but thank you. I'm getting out to more streams over and over. I was having serious issues with the software, but guess what? The software is now started out and we'll be having a lot more streams. So big up, people. Thank you very much for tuning. I'll be opening the call lines. The next time I go live, I'll be opening the call lines so you guys can come on and join onto the show and also call in or have a discussion. And next time, people, we'll see you guys again. Big up. Take care, people. Take care. Be safe. Be safe, people. Military Guna TV. Look out for more videos later. And we are out. You know, me do the outro. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used it. Boom.